So in the context of I would say a governmental policy position with a suite of legislation that serves to undo a lot of progress we've made in the Māori Crown relations space, you're saying there's still high morale in the agencies?
Well, I wouldn't. I mean, the term you use around undermining is a negative one, and I wouldn't agree to that. If I think of wearing my justice hat of the things that you do, there'll be a lot of people who would stand up and say, tougher sentencing legislation is anti-Māori. I disagree with that entirely, because our focus is on reducing the number of victims of crime, and Māori are more likely to be victims of crime. And so, there's differences of opinion and different views on all of those matters, and they're all highly debated, and that's natural. But we're a government that's focused on improving outcomes for all New Zealanders, including Māori, and we would never suggest anything otherwise. So are you telling me that there'll be people working in agencies across Wellington who won't necessarily agree with everything the government does? Of course, but our job is to focus their minds on the project that we have in front of us, which is to advance treaty settlements, and we're absolutely determined to do that.
But in that space, you're as a government have sort of uniquely attracted a number of excoriating Treaty of Waitangi Tribunal findings. You would surely acknowledge that as Treaty Minister.
Well, yes, there's been a few reports, and it has been I suppose we have seen more examples of the tribunal commenting on government policy even before it has been concluded, and holding panels and making observations on things where the government hasn't actually finalised its policy yet. So yes, there's been a lot of that, but we're not going to be deterred from what we set out to do in our coalition agreements and what we promised the country that we're going to do. Even if it hurts
Māori Crown relations?
Well, look, you seem to be sort of implying that when you talk about Māori Crown relations, that there is a single Māori view, and there isn't. Of course, there's we're talking about 1 million people, and there's a wide variety of views. Our cabinet includes a number of Māori with a wide variety of views on every topic, and so the relationship is broad and deep, and yes, there are points of contention between different elements and different groups, and that's just part of the normal process of democracy, which is a robust one, and people are ultimately accountable.